to Beverly's Bright Ideas with William F. Lehman Public Library. Today, I'm going to teach you how to sew on a button. You know, I have 4 kids and they're always popping buttons. And it's really good to know how to put on a button. Now, let's get started. What we're going to do is, here's some examples. Of course, you need a button, and we have a green button. This button has 4 holes in it. Some have 2, some have a shank on the end, which is like a little bump in the end. Then, you need a toothpick. Yes, I said a toothpick. Toothpick is very important, and I'll tell you why. And you need a needle, and you need some thread. Now, with your needle, you have a top and a bottom. The top is where there's a hole where your thread is going to go through. The bottom is where you go, ouch, that hurts because it's sharp. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your thread, and sometimes you have to put it in your mouth to kind of get it a little moist to kind of get it through the hole. And you're going to stick it through the hole. You're going to pull on it, okay? Then I kind of let it dangle a little bit. And then I find my other end, and yes, I did make it really long because what we're going to do, you kind of need it long. So then you take your 2 ends together. There they are together. Then you're going to make a loop. I loop it around my finger, and then I pull my finger out, and there's the loop. Everybody see the loop? Then you're going to take these ends, and you're going to pull it through the loop. Look, you made a knot. Sometimes I do more than just once. So I'm going to make a loop, take my end, and I'm going to pull it through. Sometimes I just leave a little loop, okay? Then your needle, once you do it, gravity will pull it down and you'll have a needle, okay? So now you have your needle. Now, whatever it is that you are sewing your buttons on, maybe a pair of pants or on a toy or something that you need the button. What you're going to do is you're going to take your thread, and usually when a button falls off, there's usually 2 holes or 4 holes where it used to have the thread for the button. And so what you're going to do is you're going to try to take your needle and you're going to put it through that hole, and you're going to pull it up. Okay? No button yet. Okay, so I pulled it through. Then I'm going to put it back down in there. This is what you call securing it to your garment. Then you're going to pull it back through, probably about the same place where you put it in the first time. Now you get your button, and I have my 4-hole button. With my 4-hole button, I sew it in an X. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it this way, like a square, or an X, however way you prefer it. I'm going to go with the X method. So I put my button through, then I'm going to take and I'm going to put my needle back through one of the holes, and I'm going to pull the back. Here I am pulling the back, and there it is in the front. See it? Now, this is where you have to kind of figure out where the other hole is. And you just kind of got to push it through. And you're going to do that. See, and I made it. Now, on this side you won't see an X, but on this side you will. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it through the hole that doesn't have a thread in it. Pull it through. Now you may need adult supervision to help you. If you're a child, you need adult supervision on, for 1, threading your needle, 2, for kind of helping you guide through. All right, remember I told you we needed a toothpick? Well, what we need the toothpick for is you're going to take your toothpick and you're going to take your button. I put down my needle. I'm going to take your button. You're going to take this toothpick and you're going to stick it through underneath, in between the threads, your toothpick. And you're just going to leave it there. Don't worry about it anymore. Just leave it right there. You see how I have it? Then you're going to take your thread, and we're underneath, so we need to find another hole. And sometimes on the back, it shows you have little spots. It goes right through. Just follow where it is on the back. Pull it through. Like I said, I'm making an X. So I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to put it through that X. But you're going to disregard don't pay any attention to the toothpick just yet. Just leave it where it's at. Then I made the X. Now I'm going to go back, and on the back, remember I told you if there's a spot, well, we're going to put it, find where a hole is, and pull it through. And you're going to keep on doing that. You're going to keep on making an X with your thread. Just keep on doing it. I always just keep on winging it and going like so. All right, you're going to do that for probably about 5 times. Then, after you've done it about 5 times, what you're going to do is you're going to go back through, and once you get it through the hole, I want you to pull your fabric away and put your needle through a hole without putting it through the fabric. Now, this is where the toothpick comes in. You're going to take your thread and you're going to wind it around the toothpick. And what you're doing is you're putting in a secure shank for your button so that your button won't fall off. So then do that probably about 5 or 6 times. Then you're going to go back through, not through the fabric, you're going to go back through. Then you're going to go another 5 times, back through and sew it through, just like so. You're going to sew it through, crisscrossing your button, your things, you're going to crisscross it. As soon as I can, there we go, like so, and then back through again. And you're going to do that about 5 times. Then once you're done, you're going to pull out your toothpick. Pull it out, okay? Now, let me show you how to secure it. You're going to take your needle, and you see back here you have your different pieces of thread. You're going to go underneath the thread. Then you're going to have a loop, and you're going to pull it through the loop, and that secures your knot. If you're really unsure, do it again. Go underneath the thread, find your loop, there's my loop, and pull it through. Then you take a pair of scissors and you clip it up. Then you've got a button with a shank, but your button is secured. You could pull on it, tug on it, it's not coming off. And that's how you sew on a button. I have a book called The Tailor. And the tailor is a tailor is someone who repairs your clothes, who sews on buttons for you. That is a tailor. Then I also have Zadie the Sewing Fairy, which is a cute book about a fairy who's learning how to sew. And she's also learning how to sew on a button. I want to also remind you that you can get these books at William F. Lehman Library, Public Library, at lehmanlibrary.org.